Hey guys, this is Cam for 15 back out with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another My Dress Up Darling episode review for you guys. And this was another good episode. I'll say this, with everything that's going on in the world, and it's still hectic, and I can understand if people are still afraid and stuff like that of what's going on, but just watching this episode definitely makes you feel a lot better and stuff like that with what's going on. Today's episode definitely was a much needed watch. And this episode truly was just about the characters, passion and stuff like that. Juju's sister, I think it's Shinji. I forgot. Shinji, I didn't take notes. I kind of just observed this episode and just want to give my just thoughts of the aspect of just, the two, Juju and Shinji's, passions, or the aspect that Shinji, has a passion towards photography, and essentially it was behind taking pictures of her sister, Juju, cosplaying, getting all these comments and everything, even though she's such a shy person. It brought her great happiness to the fact that, people were saying her sister was beautiful and they liked her pictures and everything, and stuff like that. And you can clearly, really, truly tell the passion and the love Shinji has for photography, because she goes in depth with like Gojo and Kitagawa about like different styles of photography, how to handle certain, background imagery and stuff like that. I'm not into that stuff as much. But it was crazy to see, and it was also funny the fact that she's like, yeah, you have to probably buy like all these different lenses and stuff like that to model your type of camera to the type of camera you need it to be and everything. And I just found it hilarious how Gojo is looking this up, and it's dang near like tens and thousands of dollars just to freaking build your own camera with your own specifications and stuff that would make it better and everything. And the fact that Kitagawa was like, don't worry about that, I'll save up for the time being, we'll just use a smartphone and we'll just use the techniques from then, from what we learned, and just implement it on our smartphone and stuff like that. I definitely did like that. I also did like the fact that Kitagawa actually brought up the point to Juju's sister of the aspect of, why don't you do cosplays and everything? And Shinji's like, that's not my style. I don't personally like that. Would that be cool? Yeah, but personally, I get more enjoyment. I get more of my passion from taking pictures, and stuff like that. And I definitely did appreciate that a lot. And even when they get to the abandoned, the abandoned hospital, Shinji goes a little bit more in depth with that and everything. I thought that was really cool. And I definitely did like her character a lot. She's a shy character, but it's those type of people who are shy, but it's, you start a conversation with something that they're passionate about, something they like to do, they become more open and they start to talk and everything. And I really did like that. Shinji is just a very lovable, likable character. On Juju's side, we get truly the reason why she truly cosplays, and stuff like that. And, where she got her passion from, not, from just, the anime she watched, getting that whole background information that she was telling Gojo, like, I started cosplaying because, I really like to be a magical girl. A magical girl was the type of thing that I wanted to become because they were strong and, and all that stuff and everything she was saying in the episode. And, it was really dang cool to see like her saying like, I put on this freaking magical girl costume I saw walking when I was in middle school, and it wasn't even perfect at all. I didn't do the wig right. Like the dress was like all over the place and everything. The dress would look like it was too big for her, and everything. But the one thing at the end of the day, she got passion out of doing that, and she had enjoyment, and it made her feel really happy and really good, and stuff like that. And that's why she started to take this whole thing a more serious aspect of portraying her character, her favorite characters from her favorite animes in terms of cosplaying as them. And we've seen this side with Kitagawa as well and stuff like that. And her whole discussion with, Gojo about this ties into Gojo in the aspect of like, we know his passion is the Hina dolls and he loves to do that and stuff like that. And we get a nice flashback, with Gojo and his grandfather, of the aspect of how Gojo got enticed with the Hina dolls and why it has his grandpa encouraged to continue to make them. And obviously we know Gojo's reasoning behind it, and he completely understands, what Juju is saying. And I definitely did like the scene where, he takes Juju's hand and he's like, thank you for actually realizing that. And again, it goes to show you, like, I remember still at the start of the show, Gojo was comparing himself to other people, and it's like, people are not really truly, people are truly, yeah, they're different, but in some cases they have the same similarities. Everybody has something they're passionate about and stuff like that. It may not be something, things I'm passionate about may not be something that, say, my family members is passionate about, / some of my friends are passionate about. And, that goes to show you that, these characters are truly connected because they all have a direct passion that they can also all collectively together help each other out on this. And guess what? It makes them good friends. I definitely did like that. I definitely found it very cute and adorable from Juju, where she didn't want to go into the abandoned hospital because she was just a little scared, and she was feeling uncomfortable and everything and stuff like that. But I found it hilarious. I also found it hilarious how when Gojo grabbed Juju's hand, she essentially like freaking passed out because she goes to an all-girls high school and she's like, this is the first time a guy's ever touched my hand or held my hand, and she passes out. I don't think it's gonna lead to some sort of like, thing where Juju's into Gojo. I think clearly we already know that Juju essentially knows that Kitagawa likes Gojo, and she's already stated like, I'll let you guys stay alone. I think it just kind of funny because Juju seems like she's that character that kind of is just closed in and, stuck in and everything. And speaking of closed in, we get a nice moment, in the end of the episode when Kitagawa asks Gojo to come to the beach with her and everything. And they enjoy walking on the beach. And, for a beach episode, you think you're going to get freaking Kitagawa, maybe Juju and her sister show up. They're all in bathing suits and you get fan servicing. And truly, there was only really one fan servicey scene in this whole beach episode. And that's just Gojo looking at Kitagawa jumping up and down in the ocean, in the low tide of the ocean. And her skirt's obviously flying up and everything, and he's just seeing her undergarments or her underwear and stuff like that. That was truly it. And, honestly, it was a breath. Just seeing this one beach episode was just a breath of fresh air because, the multiple beach episodes are, especially when it comes to like these, romance shows and stuff like that, they always got to have that beach episode to have it to where main character, main male character, main female character, they go to the beach together. You get fan servicey scenes where you have the girl look all sexualized in her bikini and stuff like that. Male characters like, oh my goodness, what the heck, and stuff like that. And you get a lot of, I guess you can say sexual tension and stuff like that going on. But here, this was a nice scene where it's like, no, they're just wearing their school clothes. They just went to the beach because Kitagawa wanted to go to the beach and just hang out and chill with Gojo for once. And I did like the whole thing where the bird came in, took their food, and freaking Gojo was like, well, if you're going the, Kitagawa's burger, then here, you can take the fries and stuff like that. Let's book and everything. I like the whole thing how they shared the burger, split it in half and everything. Again, I found it hilarious. She was trying to share her drink with Gojo, and he's like, no, because he knows, indirect kiss and stuff like that. But it was really nice from the aspect, Gojo tells Kitagawa a little bit more about himself. He's like, because I do the Hina dolls and I have a huge passion for them, I never truly realized how beautiful the beach is. I would always be kind of a closed-in individual, staying in my house, never going truly outside and just observing, just what it has to offer. And he goes on to say, like, this is my first time I've ever been at a beach and everything, I've always been just making Hina dolls and never ever thought about going to the beach and stuff like that. And obviously that hits a good strong chord with Kitagawa, because she's just like, wow, this guy really, he's kind of close. And it goes to also show you, like, this guy, really doesn't interact with people and doesn't. And for instance, Kitagawa is his, not only, you can say, somebody he deeply cares for, but his true friend. And I definitely did like how Kitagawa was like, she had the courage to say, hey, summer break's coming up, let's go out and see even more places, just you and me together. Which I was like, that's cute, that's adorable, because essentially it's Kitagawa asking Gojo out together to spend an entire summer vacation, just the two of them. And I found it hilarious how she's walking back, she's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I said that to him and everything. But I definitely thought it was nice of her to do that. It goes to show you, no, this girl, she really does love Gojo, and she really does care for him, because she sees, like, this is a guy that doesn't really get out, and he doesn't know what it's like to enjoy all sorts of different aspects of life. And to Gojo, it's like a whole opening, he's haven't seen before in his life. And I really do appreciate that, and stuff like that. And, her just like, and she ends up taking the picture, and, she took, Shinji's, advice, and the picture came out really good, with really good quality, like she said, and everything. And that was really freaking good, and I really did enjoy this episode. This episode was a nice episode. Again, does this relieve the tension with what's going on in the world today? No, it doesn't. You're still gonna have an increased concern with what's going on, everything, but with just seeing this episode and watching through this, you kind of just can decompress, relax, and just be like, you know what, this actually made my mind wander off somewhere and focus on this compared to the world and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, I wish we were in the world of My Dress Up Darling, because it seems like there's a lot more peaceful things going on and stuff like that. But those are my thoughts on this week's episode of My Dress Up Darling. Great episode. Love the whole thing about passion and, the beach scene with Gojo and Kitagawa. Great stuff there. So yeah, but if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of My Dress Up Darling, as well as hit the subscribe button. You want to get more of My Dress Up Darling content, as well as any other anime I upload to the channel. So other than that, guys, I'm the guy for hopefully you guys are staying safe out there, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day or night or whenever you channel this video. Until then, guys, see you guys in the next video. Peace.